Let's try this again. Yeah, I know. We are good now. Yeah, I hear sounds too. Me burping. All that jazz. So we are golden now. We are golden. Hello, hello. How are we going? William Zoo. Welcome in, bro. How are you going, folks? Today is gonna be a shorter stream because the loser couldn't turn the stream on properly in the first time or the first case, and so we are a little bit harder pressed here for content, and I will have to go and pick up my daughter. But until then, we are gonna rock. We are going to rock. Do you know who else is going to rock? Us. Alright, let's begin. Let us begin, ladies and gentlemen. If you have got any questions, queries, please engage in the respective chats. If you are watching me on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel because you are going to be made a much better chess player by watching me. And last but not least, make sure that your dating life is in order too. I don't know, I just wanted to say something, but nothing smart came out. Okay, here we go. Today on the menu is the Sicilian Dragon, and we are going to be playing with the black pieces so that we can have some fun. So this is the dragon, and here we are engaging with the so-called Yugoslav attack. This is all still theory, so until now both players are completely in book. Nothing is new. This is all fair game. Knight c4. The other big main line here is h5. Knight c4 is the old main line, which was thoroughly tested in the Karpov-Korchnoi World Championship match. Take, h5, knight take g4 is where theory actually begins. And actually after g4, knight f6, knight de2 was indeed frequented by Karpov against Korchnoi. But he white played the immediate knight e2, which is actually a major inaccuracy. The Tura Dubs, the landscape view is gonna come when we reach 90,000 subscribers on YouTube. Not until then. So it's up to you. It's up to you when that is happening. Rightio, black to move. What would you do? Maybe the immediate b5 says head of dog. I don't know how I feel about this. Because I'm not sure what you're trying to do. Because if b4, then knight d5 will come, right? So maybe after b5, knight, bishop h6. Yeah, I'm not a fan somehow. Not including g4 is a mistake. You are going to figure it out very soon, brother. You are going to figure it out very soon. It's not b5, and it is definitely not bishop takes c3. That's a cardinal sin to give up that beautiful bishop. Too soon. Too soon. I did play Dragon in my very, very early youth or very young years, and we actually analyzed this motif with my coach back then, which is going to decide this game, which is exactly coming from the fact that g4 wasn't played on time. So black played here what I would consider to be the most obvious move, which is queen a5, bringing more heat every which way. And white played g4, hoping to transpose. And rude was the awakening. Rude was the awakening. What is black's move here, ladies and gentlemen? Actually, Viral Stigma, you played Dragon and you won today. Holy hell, chuck it in the chat. We might analyze it. So what do we do here, folks? What do we do here? Rook c3 is too soon. Knight takes back, and then we have got nothing. The idea is obvious, but there's a little twist to it, which is why even men with head of dog is struggling. So yeah, knight g3 is obvious. It's screaming. By the way, welcome all 69 viewers on YouTube. So knight g3 is obvious, but after knight takes g3, we still need to come up with the correct sequence of taking on c3. Because whatever people tend to fall into as a trap here is that they go like, oh, I take, and when they take back, I take, and then it's mate. Yeah, sure, except why would they take this? Where in fact after queen h2 we are getting mated here. Or at least we're getting into trouble. Not to mention the fact that do I have 92 here? I don't think I do. No, because then queen a2 wins. So yeah, 92 is not playable, but queen h2 is quite nasty. The idea for black is actually the shocking bishop takes. And I'm saying shocking because it almost always is the rook that takes on c3, paving the way for the bishop. But now the roles are reversed, and it is highly, highly unusual. Incredibly enough, it is also only good for a draw, apparently. BC, that's where white went wrong. Check here, and bishop e6. And now white has got a move that keeps them in the game, incredibly enough. What is that move? Whoa! Jinja Ninja V, thank you for the sub. Vikram, that doesn't fit the agenda today, so I will pass on that, thank you. Oh, if you didn't record the game, then don't bother about it, Viral, it's fine. So now they have queen h5, and we don't have a mate. And apparently the best that we can do is to give in to the perpetual check here. Wow. That's weird. But white, unfortunately, played queen a2 immediately, which was promptly punished by what? Who can see a forced win here for black? Let's go forced win, baby. Very good, very good. YouTube coming in strong. Bishop takes b2 check, brilliant. And after queen take, king takes, we have check. And the king can never go this way because they pick off this guy with a check. They actually played queen b4 in the game, which is also good, but a little bit slower. What do we do here, folks? How is this a win? Winning lines, please. Full lines, full lines, full lines. Or else. Chess, Gallegos, that's a good start, but that's not a full line. Okay, so we have got a rucksack, that is for sure. That is for sure that we have a rucksack. And then we are going to be golden. So it looks like this. Check, check, check. And actually here white resigned because it's going to be a checkmate no matter what now. This is a nice one. Actually, king c3 is probably best, rook c8, and here apparently white can dodge the checkmate, believe it or not, with bishop c5. And then after rook c5, king here, e5 check, king e3, rook c2 double exclamation mark. Queen check here, queen check here, queen check here, queen check here, queen check here. And now black is, excuse me, white is out of checks. And who can find the finish here? Fool's mate. Sack the walk. Where is my mate? Where is my mate? Oh, Mr. Landau, you are a royal party pooper. Yeah, you can just copy paste the PGM, brother. Okay, this looks like something. Two grandmasters, ladies and gentlemen, and two pretty decent ones too. Let's have a look at Govstein Mihalevsky. Oh wait, I forgot to show you the mate. Sheesh. Check, and mate. Apologies. Sorry. Me bad. Very, very good. Okay, so next game. Thanks for the follow, Baka. Let's go. B5. Knight E2. Bishop E6. That was given an exclamation mark. It turns out to be a really bad move according to the engine, just saying. B3, B4. Now that is a sexy move. That is a sexy move. B4. Knight A4. And now it's your turn, guys, to play with black. What are we doing here, folks? Behind the black pieces. Lou went to Sicilian. Is that garbage with knight c5, e5, knight b5, and then allowing the d6 check? Queen a5, correct. Very good. Excellent move. Another exclam mark. Unfortunately, I can't get rid of with these marks, so we are going to roll with it. Very good. Now, in this position, according to the analysis, they needed to play bishop d4, which I agree with. And then maybe rook fc8 is best. And now this is still a chess game, but unfortunately for White, they decided to capture this. And now comes the Carnage City. Take c4. I don't think there's any difference between taking a4 or c4. Bishop d4. Queen a4. Knight c1. I need a good move for black now, please. No, I'm definitely not thinking of the Kalashnikov. I said knight c6, e5, knight b5, and then black allows knight d6. That's not the Kalashnikov. That is, I'm pretty sure, the Löwenthal. Which is a fairly sizable piece of poo. Rook b8 is interesting, and I don't dislike it. In fact, second best move. Galdur on fire. Galdur on fire. e5 knight f4 is an idea too, but if that was my plan, I would allow the trade to happen, because why would I suffer with that garbage bishop if e5 is the plan? I see. Rook b8 was already recommended. They played rook c8. And here the GM made another blunder by playing queen e3. Can someone see the full line as a refutation to this? Yeah, he's asking for it is the correct way to summarize what's happening on the board here. I can't believe that the GM did this. Mr. Jimmy John, thank you. Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, very good. Man with head off head. Bishop takes a2. Knight takes a2. Queen c2 check. King a1 and b3 brings about absolute carnage. What's easy to see is that this is a mate threat. What's a little bit harder to spot is that this is a mate threat too, because the bishop is protecting b2. And that's exactly how it ended. I think that's what White must have blundered. That in this position b2 was mate. Which is quite catastrophic, really. Ouch. Nice, yeah? I thought so too. Yeah, it was a bit of a blunderfest by the Grandmaster for sure. The type that you wouldn't expect. Okay, let's move on to next. Which is going to be... Bear with me. Which is going to be a dragon. Who would have thought? Here we go, friends. Let's go. Dragon. Objectively speaking, black is dead lost here because they managed to get into a main line with about 2 tempi down, which is quite impressive from 25 handle GM. But now with bishop d3 we are a-okay. a3 was necessary here. And after bishop d3, now it is us. Jinden 3, you shouldn't be playing against computers at all. I consider that to be more or less a waste of time. Play against humans. That's what you want to do. Hello, Stefkic. Hello, Galdur again. Hello, Strobex. Hello, hello. So what do we do? Rook c3 looks logical and is actually bad. Apparently, rook takes, queen check, king c1, rook c8, queen b4, and black has got nothing here. It's almost +2. But what then? Look, I didn't mean to dismiss you entirely with that whole thing, but also your rating is probably going to be completely different once you start playing against humans. Like, computers play very differently. When they are on lower settings, they play really good chess for a while. They throw in a completely random ass blunder to level up the... Yeah, it doesn't feel and look like humans at all. You should not want to do that as a training method even, if you are looking to play chess frequently. Yeah, b5 is no-brainer, right? We want b4. Unfortunately, it allows knight d5, but this is not too bad. This is going to be an endgame. Queen d2, rook d2 is forced because knight e7, king f8 loses a piece, as does take. And then after bishop d e, this is a perfectly level endgame. But white played here queen g5. And this is asking a little bit too much from the position now. What do we do? What do we do? The circumstances have changed, at least a little. b4 and hang the queen. Very subtle. Very subtle. At least we figured out why queen g5 was played. There is something that we can do now that we couldn't do before in the rook c3 variations. No, no takers. Knight takes e4. And if bishop takes, then we resign. Phew, this is not good. Yeah, let's not do that. Yeah, of course, John, the full 1-3 coming in strong. Rook c3 now is a world of a difference, guys. Because now, after take, king here, we have got here multiple moves that look very promising. But one in particular stands out. No, it's not knight e4. Don't go there. Don't go there. Knight e4 is tragically bad here too. Knight e4, bishop p4, and we can resign, yeah? So let's go again. Mr. Landau, b4. This is the move, ladies. b4. And if bishop takes b4, who can see the tactical now? Who can see the tactical now? No one? Knight takes pawn, very good. And then queen b2 picks off the bishop and we're completely winning. Excellent. So bishop d4 played. What do we do? Never play f3. Wait, I'm confused. You played a Yugoslav and your opponents played d5. I don't understand how that's possible. The Yugoslav is with bishop c4. Or do you play the early queenside castle without bishop c4? Now knight e4 is bad again. Because bishop takes e4 and we resign. So we need to be better than that. b3 is a good move by Twitch chat. Well done. But not best. Queen a1 and rook will hand if rook recaptures on... What? Yeah, but your rook is hanging too, but that's same amount of rooks falling. Chess Galagos coming in strong with rook c8. Best move. Well done. Well done. e5. Take, which was suboptimal. Knight d7 was better. What now? What now? Knight h7. Not in a zillion years, my friend. Not in a zillion years. b3, of course. Absolutely. That's where we want to play. b3. b3. Bishop c3. White insists on us being able to finish the game in a sexy fashion. So let's do that. Let's go. Let's crack it open, ladies. Let's hurt these peeps. Yeah, that's it, viral. Rook takes, second exchange sack, pawn takes, and knight d5. Introducing bishop takes c3, and the king is mortally wounded. They took, which is basically a way of resigning. We take back. They took. And resigned. Who can find here the fastest win for black? Ah, Tindy! Good evening, sir. Night shift has shown up. No, it's actually not night check. Night check is made in 7. There is a better move which is made in 6. This one. That is the one you want, ladies. That is the one. Knight c3, knight d1 is for the lamers who don't understand that this game is about checkmate, right? Fun games, ladies, fun games. Oh my god, what a game. Check this out, folks. Oh, you will love this. You will absolutely love this. Let me get an anal board up. Let me swap the, flip the anal board around. And off we go. Two really, really cool GMs. Gusainov against Ivan Isavic from the Batumi Chess Olympiad. This is gonna be a banger. Are you ready? Let's go. Funky move order, but we get to the Yugoslav attack again. And knight takes d4. If I'm not mistaken, this is the recommended move in Professor Anish Giri's Dragon course. So yeah, let's go. The idea is to play b5. Is this BBC in the anal board game is the real question. Yes. a5, and now black is already almost ahead. The correct move appears to be h4 here. e5, take, a4. Now those pawns are really knocking on the door already. Bishop d5, rook c8. So far, so good. What is a very, very, very cool move for black here? A very cool move. I really like this idea. Knight e4? No, that's a bit too soon. That's a bit too soon. The problem is that if you play something like rook b8, then bishop f6 and d7 hangs. b4 loses to knight d5. Mr. Men with head dog. So you are right, it's rook c7. What a marvelous idea. Black is more than happy to give up the exchange for the bishop, because then this guy is gonna be completely uncontested. And also the pawns are rolling in. So white instead played bishop a6. What do we do? What do we do now? b4 is the demand from Mr. Landau. b4 is the demand there, and there is no move recommendation on Twitch. Okay, I'm going to go with b4. Decent. Knight b5 played. And yeah, the idea that black went for here is really, really beautiful. I love it. Do you want b3 now? b3, that's really cool. And if I take this, you take that. I honestly don't know what's wrong with b3. I do. Just take it, man. Hello? Yeah, b3 just gets captured, right? So that's not playable. Jan, Yan, hey, hey. It's you are not your rook c5. But what do you do after bishop, queen d7? That's what the question is, friends. Bishop h6, that's a mouse slip. Knight e4, bishop takes c7, also a mouse slip. Everyone is wrong. Everyone is wrong. Except for one guy who came up with the correct move, but didn't see how correct it was. So the idea is rook c5, guys. It's a marvelous piece, sacrifice. And the point is that after bishop takes queen d7, we have got queen a5. And now everything is hanging. In particular the a6 bishop. And the more you try to hang on to it, the worse it gets. Which is exactly what White tried to do. What's happening now? B3, exactly. Very, very good. Gaping hole. Galloping who? Sorry. B3. Excellent stuff. C3. Sorry, I couldn't resist that. And one more. Cool move. Freudian slip? No, because it was intentional. Oh, and king, thank you. Bishop takes c3 is a bit too soon to the party. I might be able to tuck the king away then. Now, I don't think that this works, guys. In fact, I can just take, and then king b1. And all of a sudden, white is winning. So be very careful here. You still need to rip this apart in the most efficient way possible. ba2 is best. Wasn't played. Well done, Galdur. The move that was played was the sexiest, which is a3. a3. And the dude took this. And now black did not play rook takes c3 before you call it. But that move is completely winning too. But they played something even more winninger. What did they play? Strong! Oz with the subscribe. Thank you, bruv. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, rook takes b5. Well done, Galloping Who. And now we have got mate. Queen is hanging. We've recovered the material. GG. GG. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Here is what we're going to do now. I'm going to cut the Dragon lecture here. We have got about half an hour left from this stream. And we are going to dedicate it half an hour to playing viewers. So if you are in either chat, you can challenge me on Chess.com as chess coach András. And I'm going to play a game of chess against you. I accept only unrated challenges. Thank you, Rick, for the sub. So please send challenges if you would like to play. I'm going to warm up with a few brain dead bullet games while I'm waiting for the challenges to come in. Whoa, there? Really? Okay. That was wild. Oh, sheesh, this is hanging. Okay, let's go here. Oh, that was stupid. Or was it? Well, in the end it worked out, I suppose. But I think I made a mistake in that sequence. Oh, shite! I forgot that the knight was covering the rook. Oh, talented idiot. Talented idiot. Oh, man, that hurt. That did hurt. But we are gonna win anyway because we are up on the cock a lot. It's always good to do the cock comparison. What the hell is that, bro? Hello? Thank you, Daniel, for the YouTube sub, buddy. Cheers. Check. Alright, clean. Clean. Alright, let's go. Lasger. We're playing our friend Lasger. This lovely gentleman has submitted a fair few games to me that I already published on my YouTube channel. Are you from Germany? No. 9! 9! My friend, 9! Ich bin ein Hungarian. Preferably Blitz. Preferably Blitz. Ich bin ein Berliner. No. Ich bin kein Berliner. Are you German though, brother? Because you must be now ripping your eardrums out, listening to how I'm butchering the... Oh, that's Yan Yan. Yeah, that's right. Butchering the German language. I wanted to go back, but now I realize that 94... Oh, if 94 F4 is interesting, though. Ah, screw it. Center. That's where we belong, baby. You should never question that. Yep, he's listening in. That's all good. No, if F4, I will just take it. Yep. And then we obtain the E5 square, I think. I mean, Queen A5 is a tempting move too, right? Actually, let's go Queen A5. I don't know what is correct, but maybe Bishop C4 now. I have no idea, man. Whatever. We'll see. Something will happen. Because it usually does. Oh, you are from US. I see, I see. So you know about 5 countries on the planet, so that's why you assume that I was one of those. Fair enough. Totally get it. I didn't even realize this is hanging. Maybe paying attention a little bit wouldn't hurt. It was my daughter, Viral Stigma. And don't worry, I still have your name in my head as the one that I need to hunt down. I'm like the mafia, brother. I don't forget. Wait a second. Do we need to remove that? Yes, we do. Yeah, and I'm not sure how we both managed to blunder this across an entire game. I mean, I couldn't have avoided it ever since I put it on prey. Every move was more or less one where I just couldn't help it. But him not spotting it was next level. Dude, that's mate! Hello? You can't take that. Oh boy. That was unfortunate. Good spot though, allowing me to have a mate on the board. Unfortunate, Yan Yan. Unfortunate. Alright. This opening has been treating me very, very nicely ever since Tindy told me that this was the way of the true follower of the word. Those who follow the correct gospel. Oh, okay, yeah, it's good to know, Galdor, that you're liking the Leningrad Dutch. I'm not a big fan of the Leningrad, but yeah, I have got Tindy in the YouTube chat, who is also a big Dutch aficionado. The fuck is that? But he tends to play the classical version of it. But yeah, either or, the Dutch can be a lot of fun. You need to learn at the beginning some obnoxious sidelines that people tend to throw at you. And once that's out of the way, you are golden. Bishop to G2. I don't see what's wrong with this, so I'm going with it. The Alekhine Dutch, yeah, that's a good name. In what condition we should play King D2 instead of King... What? Can you write it in English, please? Let's go here. I don't know why, but I need to play a move. Yeah, you should always put the 9 on C3 and never on D2. Unless there is an exception to this rule. That's about it. Usually when the knight can go to C3, it should go to C3. That's the rule of thumb. I still don't know what to do, man. I somehow feel like I should be checkmating this guy, and it's not happening. No, I've never heard of that, Tindy. It's interesting. Ethnogesser. I wonder how that went through the filters of the cancel culture. Hey, Micro. I would be very good at guessing the names based on, or guessing the nationality based on their names, though. That I would slay at big time. I missed that move too, which is quite annoying. Viral is challenging. Okay. Okay, well, based on the form I'm in now, it's actually concerning, but whatever. I feel like I'm playing shit chess. Rocky 1. This guy is positively unpleasant. Let's go. Wait, fuck, there is d5 there. Oh no, b2 is hanging good. Okay, good. And we have got a strong YouTube sub from Endogame. Thank you, brother. Thank you, thank you. Oh, you're a Ukrainian dude. Well, brother, I hope you are safe. C3. Why does a 1200 play such freaking good chess? These Canadians, man, douchebags. Can't stand them. Viral stigma, the other guy. Oh, freaking here to beat me. Really don't appreciate it. I really do not appreciate it. Now, did we manage to finally trap him into a little tactic? I think we did. Are you charging your American students a reciprocal tariff? Fucking hell, why did I not think of this? Considering that well, the vast majority of my students are in fact Yanks, that was a complete no-brainer for me to get filthy rich, right? Like, what the hell is going on in my head? Oh no, that was a 1200 move. You needed queen b2 there. You hate this opening for black. Bro, I just scored an epic dub. Hello? The grudge match, baby. The grudge match. Oh, fuck. I hate this line. Oh, you just hit 18 hundo thanks to my calc videos. That's brilliant. So glad to hear. I was meant to take this before the knight came out to d7. I'm not paying attention to my own game and it's really upsetting. I think, Tindy, you are onto something, buddy. We should talk about this. I'll call it a Trump tax. The best part of it is that I actually happen to know that pretty much all of my US students are Dem voters. So if I actually imparted that extra love onto them, oh man, would they hate me like crazy. That would be really, really, really annoying. Hey Jess, how are you going, man? Dude, I haven't played an over-the-board game for more than 10 years, so I think that covers really well the answer to your question of whether I'm content with what I have or whether I'm still trying to become a GM. You should address Levy with that question. Although I do have a strong feeling that his recent events perhaps persuaded him to give up and just do what he does best. Courtney, not very. 20 minutes, give or take. Yeah, I'm playing Viewers Jazz. Well, we had a bit of a dragon lecture earlier on, but we are done with that part of the biz. What is the minimum rating for a GM? You need to cross 2500. Mio's Dragon course on Chessable? Is that something that is in the works? And is Miodrag Perunovic? I missed this shit. Yeah, okay. I love when people call him Mayo. That is so American and so messed up. Which often is a synonym these days, but I don't want to hurt my American brothers any more than I have to. All right. Well, something catastrophic will have to go down here for me to lose this, given the time issues. Nah, no, Tindy. It's because no, that there is a gap between IM and GM that no matter how good your coach is, it's not gonna cut it anymore. Like that, I don't know how to put it. Like you need to have the right amount of skill. I don't want to call it talent. Skill that I think is not learnable. It's trainable, but it's not learnable. And for that reason, I don't think that from GM to IM to GM is a matter of coach. It's a matter of dedication, hours and sweat put in. And it's rough. Like there is a possibility where you just can't make it. I've always had a theory that International Master is a level in chess that anyone, like any human, who is not born with some mental deficiency should be able to accomplish. But I don't think that the same can be said about GM. And it sounds now very derogatory toward Levy, but I could apply it to myself too. Right? Like you kind of need to be material, GM material made out of, if that makes sense. And again, I'm not saying that Levy isn't, but the latest choke fest, well, it's not even choke fest really because he wasn't even close. So the way how things are looking, it indicates that he would need to do a lot more than what he currently is doing. Thanks, mate. Good game. So yeah, the GM hurdle is huge. Shit, this knight is terrible. I want it here. I think you are reading into it. You are not your things that are not there. I don't think that that's. If anything, the most likely explanation to that is coincidence. And I know that you don't like to hear that answer, but I think that's what that is. How hard was it for you to go from CM to FM to IM? That is easily my favorite question of the day. Because it indicates what a boomer you are or what an old fart I am. No. Just because you are an IM, it doesn't mean shit when it comes to GM title. But let me answer this question first. So my brother, when I acquired my IM title, CM didn't exist. Like that shit wasn't around. And I need to be very careful with saying that because you are a CM. But that title didn't exist. And most people who were ambitious about chess, they looked at the FM title as a bit of an insult too. Like, in order to get the FM title, you needed to get 2300 rating, right? And then you needed to pay money toward the FIDE account. Shit. Like it basically you're paying for the title. Why did I put this fucker here? Like the FM title doesn't work on a norm basis, right? What you do is that you pay X amount of dollars to the FIDE account, and they just give you the title once you clear 2300 FIDE. Yeah, and then the IM obviously you have to get norms. And so I never had FM because I always thought that I was well, I don't want to say the words better than that, but that's what it really is that I thought that I should be at least an IM. So even when I crossed the 2300 rating barrier, which made me eligible for the FM title, I'm like, I'm not paying for that shit. If I can't get IM, why would I bother anyway? And so the first and only title I ever had in my life was IM. I'm playing a real shit game here, by the way. Now, as to back to Tindy and Hikaru's propositions. So yeah, IM-GM is a big gap. That's a very, very big gap. Do you use a laptop mic? No. I use a very, very, very good streaming mic. Why are you asking that? It depends on the country. If you live in a country that has a lot of chess tournaments, then all the money that you need goes toward education or self-education. Wow, I love the commitment you made to yourself. I mean, look, back then, it wasn't even looked upon as commitment. It was just a no-brainer. Like, honestly, I don't want to sound obnoxious or like, oh, the dude is full of himself. But back then, if you started out as a supposedly talented kid who wanted to pursue chess, like, being an IM was never a goal. Like, that counted as a fail. Because as an IM, you are unlikely to make a living out of chess, right? I do. It's probably some shit setting problems. I don't know what I'm doing, by the way. With Queen e6 was decent. With my with my OBS. It's not the mic. It's the streaming software that is shit. Piss off. Oh my god, I just walked into that too. The fuck am I doing? Woo boy. We are getting our ass handed to us. Shit. Oh no, rook c2. Crap. Oh, I didn't even look at the clock. Jesus. Jesus. Oh man, that hurt me. Sheesh. No more incoming challenges? What's happening? Ah, same dude. Okay. You're the only one who is saying that my... Okay, let's do this. That it's shit though, so I'm a bit suspicious. I didn't see any challenges, buddy. I'm sorry. I did not see a single challenge in there. I might have missed yours. The fuck was H4? We're not playing well today, ladies. No, it wasn't rated. It wasn't rated. My mic does sound a bit off. I don't know, guys. I really don't know what's cooking there. Maybe I will turn the volume down a bit. Well, have you challenged me, bro? Or you're just making it up? Like, I don't know what's cooking. Yeah, Jez is a decently high-rated customer indeed. Oh, that was not pretty, man. That was not pretty. And b3, bishop a3 will be very strong. h5 should have been played ages ago. And it wasn't. Yeah, it's kind of hard to believe that this is the same dude that we saw before. You know what? I want to play a cool game out of this. Famous last words. We're going to second exchange. And we're going to do this. Now, normally, if you had any brains, you would have played bishop a3, knight back, and then piss off with the rook. But I really want to make something fun out of this. So we want to obliterate the dark squares and penetrate somewhere like that. Or, yeah, you will see. And now this is our next mission. He wants to counter sack, which is going to grant us a huge knight on d4. Okay, so now he wants queen e7. That hangs his pawn though. I just won this endgame. Thank you for the follows, guys. I haven't been watching the follows too closely. Oh, okay. This has to be last, guys. I apologize. I won't be able to take any more challenges because I need to go and pick up my daughter. We are just on time, so that rook b4, rook d1, a4, we have a3 and b4. That's very lucky. Also known as it was planned all the way, bitches. Yep. That was very sus. That needed to go all the way back because now the only pawn break is there and yeah. So do we take in a rook e1? No. F4 hopefully leaves enough leg room for us to... This is why he needed to go here, because now he could already be on the file. Yeah, so rook f8 is definitely a dead lost good knight bad bishop endgame. I haven't quite figured out how to do that yet, but we'll get there. So now he can't go rook f8 because I've taken a knight f3. Although king just... Oh yeah, he messes up because now he's blundering everything. Yeah, king he would have been not so clear after all. Whereas now he's just dropping everything. GG. GG. I made a blunder? What was the blunder in this game? No, I didn't make a blunder actually, but it was a shit show. Alright, ladies and gents, I gotta go. Be good. And I will be back tomorrow. Thank you for all the attention. Check out YouTube. I might publish a video tomorrow morning, so I have a good topic in my head. So stay tuned for more content. And yeah, see you next time. Bye.